this before. Alright.
Contrary to personal belief.
Some people are new here.
His personal belief.
Destructicon started 5 years ago after my divorce. The whole concept of Destructicon is the artistic idea of destruction breeds creation, which is the name of that sculpture out back. This celebration started right after I built that as a way to celebrate that. Also scared away my in-laws in 5 minutes.
Don't forget you gave birth after last year's.
Yes, thank you for stealing my thunder, Cajun.
You're welcome.
I'll get into that story in a minute, but I'm gonna try to be quick about it. Also, this event is about the catharsis of the release of rage. We live in a society where the expression of extreme emotions is very much shunned, looked down upon, it's disencouraged. And the buildup of that emotions, especially one as destructive as rage, can lead us to a number of very poor choices in our lives. So, I created an event so that we could all get together and get rid of everything that's fucking with us. Anything you're ever angry at. I don't care how deep, dark, and twisted it is, you get it out here.
Is this your version of the Purge?
This is my version of the Purge. Yeah, unfortunately no raping. That would be fun, but
Maybe next year. Save that for zombie apocalypse.
There are a number of ground rules for this event. The number one being, there are no drugs or alcohol allowed.
What about cigarettes?
You can smoke a cigarette that's not illegal.
I thought
It's not going to affect your performance.
the number one rule was you wasn't liable.
No, that's not a rule. That's something you're going to agree to in a minute. That is.
I do not agree.
It's not to be on you. You're not to be under the influence. If you fear any of such, I would leave now. We have never had the cops called on us. There is one sheriff for this entire area. But if the cops should show up, we don't want anyone to have anything to be charged with. If police do show up, any and all weapons you are holding, you are to place very slowly on the ground, put your hands by your side, and stand there calmly. Do not give the police any reason to arrest you. Because we are all in a very dangerous environment, it's going to look very shady.
Ryan, I'm black. That's one strike already.
You might want to just kind of blend into the shadows.
Yeah. Put your mask on, Cajun.
You got the right nighttime camouflage. Alright, but let's get into the waiver. So, by being here at this event, you agree to not hold me liable for any and all damages you incur to yourself, your property, or anyone else's property. You are responsible if you damage my property. Alright? But you cannot sue me, you cannot press charges for anything that happens here. But by agreeing to be at this event, you agree to waive any and all rights to sue me. So, get a nice shot of this. You may leave now, though, if you cannot agree to that.
What if you hit us on purpose with your sledgehammer?
That's a criminal charge. That's different.
Okay.
I'm sure the courts will definitely say you couldn't waive your rights to be hit with a sledgehammer. But if you hurt yourself, if you hurt someone else here, you can't sue me.
Do we all verbally agree to that?
Yes.
I disagree.
Why not?
We're dumb!
I'm just gonna run around screaming "Poos wrote out." So.
So, that's the waiver. That's not a rule, that's just a waiver. So you agree that you are being stupid. Alright, now, basic ground rules here. There are plenty of items. Volunteers get first call on items. Anyone that's volunteered for cleanup or setup gets first call. But, we want to be fair. If you call an item, then somebody else can't destroy it. I only say that because 6 people might try to attack the same thing at the same time.
Ooh.
That could work out badly. Not to saying you can't double team an object, I'm just saying if you don't think you cannot not hurt someone, I would recommend calling it. Please be fair. If you call an item, leave other stuff for other people. Okay? I do try to structure this somewhat. I know Josh hates structure and chaos, but unfortunately there has to be a minimal amount of structure. The TVs are always first. Everything we do in that back hill is first because our shooting range is out there. And all of the demolition pit is directly behind where people will be shooting. So, we do the TVs and we do any and all glass objects back there first so that we are far out of the way of anyone that would like to shoot. I have a 22 upstairs, so if anyone would like to use it, they're welcome to, but the sights are fucked.
I want to use it.
All right.
I forgot my BB gun.
That's fine. You have to shoot out back then with the 22.
I can agree to that.
There are plenty of objects back there to shoot. There is a lot of poison ivy, so if you are wearing shorts, you're probably going to be in trouble. Kelsey.
I can roll these down.
Okay.
I'll do an add-in real quick. There's
I'm not
a
allergic.
there's a milk
I like
crate
your
full of
pants.
targets for anybody that wants to shoot, and there's a staple gun in that milk crate, so you can put your target up, staple it, do that.
Yeah, there's some
I just
bears,
didn't
there's
have
some
time to
deer,
put 'em
there's
up.
some regular circle targets.
Oh, Dan got bit by a snake yesterday.
Yes, there's gardener snakes back there. I don't believe there's anything poisonous. I've never seen anything.
They're harmless.
Well, you might get a little infection.
I just thought I mentioned it before somebody freaked out and went, oh my god, a snake.
You will find probably some field mice and
You're not as bad as
moles.
grandma, though, are you?
It is outside, and what happens in tall grass outside? You get animals. So don't freak out if you break open a TV and find a nest in there. It's happened before. Okay? I usually start with the first TV that I light on fire. I would avoid me when I do that. I would step back a little.
Yeah, that one blew up last year. That was pretty funny.
Their TVs are full of halogen gas, so they will explode outward. You are to stand behind them when you break them.
What about the monitors?
They're all the same thing.
Okay.
Stand behind them when you break them. You stand forward, you're standing in the path of glass. Okay? I don't care how you break them, but you're going to want to dispel that gas first. So I would stand behind them when you break that first. Once the gas is expelled, you're fine. All right. Another reason for calling objects is if you're going to, like, baseball bat a piece of glass, you don't want someone to be in your path. All right? So that's the calling. When we get done with that, we'll come up here. And depending on what people do, we might just do the destruction field, but we also have the car. I, as being the host of this event, get to selfishly call first dibs on the car. There is a demolition derby. The grass is wet. Please, know the basic concepts of driving. If you rev the gas in my yard, you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to sink into my yard. Do try to avoid the turf my yard as much as possible. If you come down the incline, you're probably going to bottom out the car instead of actually hitting anything. Your best bet is to come through the driveway or just drive through the yard. All right?
Calling passenger seat camera again this year.
Yes. You want to be passenger seat camera?
Yeah, do
Can I
passenger
be the backseat camera?
Do you want a back seat? Because you might be stuck. You might actually physically get stuck in the car.
Climb out.
All right. You're welcome to. We only have... Stacy, I think the problem with that is that we only have 2 cameras. We want one for outside the car. We want one
Well,
for
I've got
inside.
my own, so...
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've got my own.
So do
We
I.
have extras.
Not all the time. I just wanted to...
Good. All right, so the car, I will assign people. Volunteers will, of course, get first drive. If you have never driven a car before, you please tell me before I put you in the car. If we have any underage people, it's really, really funny to put an underage person in that car, so I might pick one of them, but it doesn't look like we have any yet. 'Cause I think we had a...
Kelsey,
Huh?
right here.
Kelsey's not a... How old is she?
She can pass for 16. Take the sunglasses
It's
off.
not as funny as putting a 13-year-old in a car and telling her to
Probably
break shit.
pass for that, too. I was going to say, put her hair in.
All right, things you cannot break. Do not break my house. Do not break my patio. Do not walk through my gardens. All of them have plants in them. They don't like being stepped on. Don't break my barn or my telephone poles. Be respectful to the inside of my house. Try not to track in nasty shit. Okay? My cats are locked up, but if you see them out, let me know. There is one cat outside. He should not be inside. She should not be inside.
That's not fair game for discussion.
No, don't kill the cats. Nothing alive is allowed to die.
Piano over
Intentionally.
here is off
What if we
limits.
find a
about
posse
Pepsi?
back
You
there?
might want to point that out.
What?
The piano.
Sorry, it's
Wait.
Oh, you're right. The piano is off limits too. That's a garden
What if
decoration.
there's another muskrat?
You can kill a muskrat. I don't care. I want them to die. They're very destructive to my property. But I'm pretty sure you won't see a muskrat. I think they're gone. All right. So, I think basic rules. That's about it, right? Anything else?
He died recently,
So after the car, we have a number of
didn't he?
special
Like
things.
last year or something.
We have a lot of items to destroy,
Weird.
but we actually don't have as much as we did last year. We had a gigantic surplus last year. So, I have mixed up and added some extra new activities to this event. The usuals I've already explained. We have the TVs, we have the glass, we have the car, we have the field of destruction. We have TED, which is an abbreviation of training dummy. Stab him, Ted this year has blood balloons in him. So find his blood and you get showered in lovely red finger paint. It's harmless, it's watered down, it won't kill you. We have the wall. Anyone had any pictures of anything they particularly, or anyone they don't like, they are welcome to affix them to the wall. There are knives, there are throwing stars, there are little things that kind of look like batarangs. I would wear gloves when you throw them because they're ridiculously sharp. You can spray paint and tag the wall. Do not punch the wall until everyone's had their opportunity to do everything else. Okay? Then you can start punching holes through it. There is an entire wall of boxes. We've had a lot of fun with running through that. There's some styrofoam as well. There's random stuffed animals, and I'm not quite sure what you want to do with them, but, you know, have at. There's a couch. You may jump on the couch, you may run at the couch. If you know karate a little bit, you can roll with the couch. If you hit right on the back of the couch, when you roll, you flip over the couch. The whole couch flips with you. It actually gives you some decent distance. Jeremy missed the point where I told him to not step in my fucking gardens.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Hey, Jeremy, don't sue me. You're not allowed to. Get him on camera saying he's not leaving. That's your waiver of any and all rights to sue me for injuries. For anyone here injures you, you cannot sue me.
I won't sue Ryan.
That's a dumb waiver, because that's just... I meant it for just this event, but... Alright, so... And Jeremy missed that we were talking about the wall. Is up, we have Ted. There are, up in the front yard, a couple of toner cartridges. Are they in the front yard?
They're right there by the mice.
Okay, if you smash them, you're going to get showered in staining powder. You are welcome to do that. Now,
Yeah, I recommend baseball bats.
for new stuff, everyone know cornhole? Everyone's played cornhole? It's a funny sounding game. It's kind of boring.
Thing I've ever heard of in my life.
I don't
I
play
just want
it.
to throw that out
It's
there
just
right now.
awkward.
It's what?
Why would you name something after like anal sex?
I don't think it originally meant anal sex to the rednecks that invented it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Cornhole is something you do at a gay bar.
Like I said,
Okay.
frat guys.
So, I've modified it. We have Barbie's hole. We have Barbie dolls. You chuck them through the hole. Try to land the bitch in the only vagina bigger than her.
It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Pretty much. Everyone knows that Barbie is kind of a mascot for my disdain for that plastic image of women. There is a Barbie torture center right there. There are Barbie dolls, there are toys, there are all kinds of things to do what you need to do a Barbie doll. There's blow torches, there's power tools. Don't cut your finger off. There are clamps.
Wait, what? She went straight for the black man.
That's the closest I'm gonna get to one.
Wait, I have an Obama figure?
Maybe waste the money then. We should probably move those spray paint.
Yeah.
All right. So, that's one new event. We also, let's see, before I get into some other new events. Okay, so, we all know that this thing comes up with ridiculously fun pictures, right? Including our epic picture. After the car is flipped, we always get an epic picture with our masks on. But, I want